Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for April 2nd. We are looking at the U.S. Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed up today. We are expecting this pair to move potentially as high as 168 and possibly as low as 97.52. Definitely look for this pair to continue moving sideways. The bias is sideways to slightly up currently. Now switching to the Euro USD pair, this pair surged much higher today. We are expecting it to potentially go as high as 136.48 and possibly as low as 131.10. Look for some resistance in this pair at 135.15 and look for some support around 133.40. Now, switching, this pair is moving sideways, by the way. Biased is sideways, even though we had a very large day up. Now, switching to the pound US dollar, this pair moved higher as well. We are expecting it to move potentially as high as 148.90, 148.95, and possibly as low as 142.82. Look for some resistance around 147.75 and look for some support around 146.78. This pair is moving sideways as well, biased to the upside. If it breaks this area here, previous resistance, definitely could be moving much higher very quick. Looking at the US Swiss, this pair closed down today. It's moving sideways, biased is sideways currently. We are looking for it to move up to 115.81, possibly as low as 112.02. Look for some resistance around 11400 and look for some support around 11300. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? There's actually two different trades. One is in the Euro USD pair. This pair formed a swing trade during this last session or at the close of this last session. Go ahead and draw your trend line, looking for a buy at the 136.01 level. Looking to exit this particular trade at 136.98, and that is a potential 97 pips worth of profit. That would bring us right into this range, not quite hitting the tops of these three sessions, which would be support. So we're coming in right under support, and hopefully the market will get to that point when in one session. Now, another trade that I'm looking at is in the US or the New Zealand US dollar pair. This particular pair formed a swing trade as well during this last session. Looking for basically a buy at 0.5876 and looking for an exit to the upside at 0.5976. That's a potential 100 pip profit. If you go back in time, if you look at where we have our exit, if you look at it, it's coming back. You're at 197. I'm sorry, 0.5976, which is right around this level right here. So we're hitting close to some previous resistance areas, and if we go forward, if the market does move to the upside that much, we could definitely see it push that 100 pips fairly quick. Well, that about does it for the charts today. We did have the Eurozone releasing their rate decision today. It was less than expected as far as the drop. It dropped from 1.50% down to 1.25%, and this is what I believe caused some of the rallying that we saw today and some of the larger moves. Now, looking ahead till tomorrow, we have the Swiss releasing their CPI for March at 3:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is that it has decreased from 0.2% down to 0.0%. Year to date, they're expecting it to have dropped from 0.2% down to negative 0.1%. The U.S. has their non-farm payroll being released for March at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that one is that it has gone gone up from negative 651K to negative 660K. The U.S. also has Bernanke speaking at the Credit Markets Conference in Charlotte at noon tomorrow, so that could definitely affect the markets as well. Got a lot going on. The news announcement, of course, or the non-farm payroll news announcement, it's a good time to use a counter trend strategy up until a few minutes before the news is released. And of course, if you have a breakout strategy, the non-farm payrolls only outdone by the FOMC announcement as far as potential moves. So it could be a really good day for trading the news prior to and after or during. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.